the webinar again, the 7 Fitness Master Trainers. Thank you so much for tuning in. This video is all about a very simple topic, but nonetheless one that's very important: how to prepare for your workout. So the first thing is actually your scenario you're setting before your training. I'm here in beautiful Spain and I'm in Lloret de Mar, and I have to say that this is one of those neighborhoods, one of those areas where you're really at peace with the fresh air, you're really at peace with the beach, you're really at peace with the sunshine. And why do I mention this? I mention this because once you wake up prior to your day and you're planning to work out, you don't want to exactly be in an area where you aren't made to win, so to speak. You don't want your environment to be against you. You kind of want everything to work into your favor. So the first thing to start battling against, so to speak, I don't want to use the word battle, but to prepare for your training actually happens before the gym, and it's all about having a really, really good night's sleep. That's actually one of the best pre-workouts you can ever have. I don't want to talk about supplements and things of that nature, because truthfully, you want to instill the good habits of what you have access to rapidly and pretty much naturally in a way. You have access to your sleep, right? You know what you have to do for a good night's sleep. So do that, right? There's a bunch of other videos on the 7 Fitness site here about sleep. The second thing is actually rewiring your brain, knowing that you're gonna have an amazing training session. Hold yourself accountable. Call your coach, call your mentor, call your friend, get your workout buddy, get it in, get after it. What this does is a couple of things. First, competition. Whether if it's boy or girl, that you're, a man or woman or whatever the case may be, that you're gonna have with you as your workout partner, you're gonna want to do more. One, because accountability, you've already prepared for training, so you already have somebody coming with you to watch what you're doing. Two, accountability on full range of motion and form check. You will be caught on your form, you will be checked on your form. This will actually help you much more better in other lifts in the future, as to not hurt yourself, as to make sure you dial in proper form all the time. The other thing is balls to walls, action making moves. What does this mean? This literally means that you have a spotter, and I hope you picked a good spotter, right? Otherwise they're not really that much of a good workout partner. You have a spotter. This makes you much more comfortable. This makes the environment much more safe for you to lift a little bit more heavier weights than you normally would. So you want to get into that right away. The other thing is now what you eat. So food is huge. This is huge. You've got your good sleep. You're in a great environment. You called your workout pal. You're in it to win it. Now is the actual food. So if you're gonna have solids, I suggest you eat food 1 to 2 hours before your actual workout. If it's breakfast, I highly suggest going for the meat and nut breakfast. So this essentially means having protein and fats. This will raise dopamine and this will raise acetylcholine, two great neurotransmitters. So stay with me here, just things that work with the brain, hormones that work with the brain, that send messages throughout the whole entire body to pretty much stay sharp and stay with it. Acetylcholine for strong memory and focus, dopamine for the go-getter attitudes, for the aggression to get after it. This also means that your insulin levels don't spike up, so you won't have a sugar crash, so to speak. If you are eating tons and tons of carbohydrates, especially refined carbohydrates, or quote-unquote a healthy muffin, no such thing, your insulin levels will spike up. So blood sugar spike up. Now we end up having brain fog. We end up actually having brain fatigue, and we don't get to focus as much as we want to focus on the lift. We aren't wired properly to get the tough training in. Let's say if you are an afternoon worker and you're gonna have an afternoon training session, then my best bet for you would be to eat something a little bit more similar. If you can't maybe get a high protein afternoon meal, you can still eat things like macadamia, caviar, beef jerky, figs. Figs are amazing. You can even start consuming maca powder. That is another amazing way to kind of boost your pre-workout and just get your energy levels really spiking up. But at the end of the day, a really, really easy one. If you enjoy your coffee, drink coffee. Black coffee, you can put that with MCT oil, coconut oil, ghee, butter. That really does work and spikes up the body for training really, really hard. Trust me, it's one of those potent things that people want to get their coffee in the morning. You get your coffee in the afternoon and you want that extra spike for your workout. Black coffee with MCT oil or just coffee alone is perfectly fine. Now you're in the workout and you know you're in it to win it, right? What should you do regarding your actual preparation? You're in the gym now. First things first, actually set up the equipment. You know you're gonna have, let's say, a giant set on chest. Then okay, you're gonna have the bench press locked and loaded, so barbells are already stacked with the right amount of plates. You're going to have your dumbbells. You're gonna have your push-up station, so to speak. You're gonna have, you know, the area where you want to do your dips. So we got 4 movements there, right? Have them all perfectly already set up for you, so that way you are already preparing for the training. If you're in a commercial gym, my best bet for you is to look at the peak hours and avoid those peak hours, so that way your equipment isn't taken, okay? That's the best thing that you can do. Then the other thing is warm up. The warm up needs to be specific. Again, if we're training chest, let's say we're working on that bench press and we want to work up to 225 pounds. Warm up with the bar, of course, to lock in the good technique, to just get the neuromuscular drive in. And then little by little, percentage by percentage, go up in weight. Maybe you started off at 50%, then you went to 55, then 70, then 75. You're going to stop right there. Then you're going to go to like 225 for whatever set that you want to do. Sets of 3, sets of 5, you know, that case. That being said, the last thing that you also want to be focused on is having a goal in mind. What is the goal in mind? Go into the training session knowing what you're going to do, knowing what you want to accomplish. Are we going to go heavy? Are we going to go medium? Are we going to go light? Do I know that my weakness is squats and I really got to dial that in first? So you have to have a goal, right? Maybe your goal is that you never actually finish your workout. There's a lot of people who don't do that. They kind of stop where it just gets hard and then they finish. The goal is finish the workout and get to it. Your mentor, your coach, whoever you're bringing in with you, your workout pal, should hold you accountable for that. And then lastly, a little extra bonus, let's talk supplements. If we wanted to talk supplements, one of the best bang for your bucks, I truly believe, is going to be things that are in regards to cognition and brain health and focus. So let's look for lion's mane. Let's look for chaga, fish oil, lion's mane, chaga. All that stuff is mushroom. So you can get mushroom coffee, you can get mushroom powder. Four Sigmatic is a fantastic brand, so I highly recommend going for those guys. So fish oil for brain health and joint health. I mentioned the maca powder. And I would pretty much also say, again, a good night's sleep. If you're having trouble sleeping, look for magnesium chelated, look for magnesium threonate. These things help tremendously. Thanks for listening and have a blessed day.